Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a little bit of a Call of Duty commentary, which is something that I'm really hoping that I can maybe get back into here on the channel. Blackout, the beta, was here, and it came and it went way too quick, and boy howdy did it rekindle my interest in Call of Duty. I actually re-downloaded Modern Warfare 2 since they made it backwards compatible on the Xbox One just a few days ago, and I was like, oh, I'll play, I'll try a few matches, make sure it works all right and everything. And I couldn't get off. I just needed to play more and more and more. I was having so much fun. There's no modders in it yet or anything, and it was a lot of fun. In fact, I think I'm going to stream some of that tonight and go nuke hunting. But anyways, this is some Black Ops 2 gameplay. I found this game on my channel from years ago, and wouldn't you know it, I'm literally running around with a diamond RPG. Once I run out of rockets and stuff, I think I pick up primaries on the just laying around the ground and everything, but playing some free-for-all, and it's actually a pretty good gameplay, so let's watch it together. But we're going to talk about some stuff here today about Blackout. I was just kind of pondering, I really liked the additions of the classic Black Ops maps in the Blackout map. And, like raid, and then what do we have? We got, there's all kinds of stuff. You got the zombies areas. You've got the, Nuketown, but it's kind of like the zombies Nuketown more so, and all that good stuff. But, I don't know, raid is, like, the one that really sticks out to me. Raid is probably my favorite part of the map. And then there's the one other spot that is a BO2 map. Let me think of it. I'm scrolling through the maps right now trying to think. There's two different spots that I really enjoy. Firing Range, which is a Black Ops 1 map. Firing Range and Raid, my favorite parts of Blackout. Every time I'm in those areas, and most of the time I drop those areas, they're just like, it's just so nostalgic to me. I love the fact that I already know the areas, and I feel like a lot of the other people that were playing were maybe like Black Ops 3 kids, and they didn't really know what was going on and where I was, and I don't know. I just felt like I had more awareness in those areas than some of the other players. And the fact that you can like get on top of stuff in the raid area, especially like the garage with the sports cars in it in raid, and you can get on top of that garage and everything, it just blows my mind, and it's just too much fun. Back in my roots, I was a big Halo guy. I was Halo 2. That's actually the reason I bought a capture card and started capturing footage, was because of those two games. And one of the first things I did in those games that I tried to do for content was like just trying to get out of maps. Back in the Halo days, that was a big thing, trying to get out of the maps. And it kind of carried over to Call of Duty as well. But I would spend hours just playing these games, by myself, trying to get out of the map and, figuring out how to glitch the game and stuff like that. And it kind of took me back to those times. It reminded me of that. So, but I was having a lot of fun. But anyways, so this map, or this video rather, is to gauge your all's interest on what maps do you think need to hands down faux show up in the Blackout map, the Blackout universe. And when I say that, I'm pretty sure that they've already confirmed that multiple maps for Blackout will be a thing. I think it would be amazing if they just, pulled a fast one on us, and Blackout came out on October 12th, I believe that's the date, on October 12th, and we had not just the map that we all knew from the beta, but two maps. Like, imagine how insane that would be. Speedy was actually making a good point that they could do a second map that was all about the winter maps that have come through with Call of Duty. So that would be like Summit, I believe, right? Yeah, Summit, and then there was even WMD, which was a pretty good map, and Array. All those maps, I believe, had snow on them. They were just from Black Ops 1. I can't remember if there was any Black Ops 2 maps that had snow or not, but just seeing those three maps incorporated into a giant snow map, I think would be amazing. The gameplay would be totally different, I feel like, just because of like bodies wouldn't blend in with the environment as well, maybe, unless the NPCs had, or not the NPCs, but unless the player models had like Arctic camo and stuff, obviously. But I don't know. I think that would be a really cool thing. Like, imagine if we had two maps at launch, and even if it's not at launch, Call of Duty is infamous for the whole microtransactions, the post-launch monetization, the Black Ops. There's already like a Black Ops 4 pass or whatever, I think. To get all that content. So, there's going to be a content strategy there for sure. We're going to see something, and it'd be nice if it was just a brand new map. I prefer multiple maps to choose from whenever searching matches of Battle Royale, other than an evolving map like in Fortnite. But either one, I guess, would be cool. But yeah, I'm hoping for multiple maps. So anyways, I'm going to go through the list here. I've got the Black Ops 1 maps pulled up. And this is just the original maps, I believe, not even the DLC maps. But we've got Array. Like I said, that's a snow map. And there are elements of Array. It's not like an exact copy. But there is a little area that's basically Array already in Blackout. But it would be cool if they kind of, like I said, put all the snow maps into one map. Cracked was a really cool map, if you guys remember it. There was like a big demolished building in the middle, and it played actually really, really well. It was one of my favorite maps. But it's a little bit, I don't know, it's like a destroyed, bombed out city or something. So I don't know how well it would fit into a map. I mean, they would have to have some creative elements. I mean, I guess they could do it. They could just drop it anywhere and it would be fine. Then you had Crisis, the big outdoor map with like the cave in the middle. I wasn't always a big fan of that map. Firing range is already in the game, one of my favorite spots. Grid was actually really good. I enjoyed Grid quite a bit. I feel like that could be easily implemented. Hanoi. Hanoi was the nighttime prison map, if you guys remember that. And I think I remember we would always kind of joke about Hanoi being Hanoiing. But all in all, I don't know. I have a lot of memories from that map, and I did enjoy it quite a bit. It would be cool to see that. But that was a night map, so I mean, I guess they could just make it day, plop it right in the game, or maybe, you know, again, maybe they could do, you know, dynamic weather and just the time of day changing throughout the match could happen too. I don't know. There's all kinds of possibilities with Blackout. Who knows what we're going to see? You got Jungle, the classic Hungle. Now that might be a little bit difficult. I guess not. I mean, if it's just like all the way on one corner of the map or something and just everything started getting, you know, a little bit more wildernessy and then Jungle was just plopped in the middle. Launch was amazing. That was obviously the map with the giant rocket in the middle that would launch during the game. Nuketown, you already got in there. Radiation was a really good map. I enjoyed that. There is actually a big hatch. Again, it's not so much of a, you know, Radiation just dropped right into the Blackout match, or into the map, but there is a spot in Blackout where I noticed like the big opening doors on the ground were on the map. I don't know if you guys know where I'm talking about on the Blackout map, but it is in there, and I thought that was cool. I figured that was kind of a nod to Radiation. Then you got Summit, the classic Summit with the little ski lift on the outside. The snow map, absolutely great map. Would love to see that. There's already mountains on the side of the Blackout map, so that could be incorporated over there somewhere potentially. You got Villa. Villa was a great map. There was like the big mansion type area with the fountain out front and a few long lanes that you could snipe on and stuff like that. And then WMD, which was a very big map. And I enjoyed WMD quite a bit. It was pretty cool. I think that map played pretty well, and again, that would be a pretty neat map to see incorporated into the Blackout universe. Then with the Blackout 2 maps, again before DLC, you had was Aftermath? I feel like Aftermath was a DLC map. I'm reading right now. I guess it wasn't. That was an OG map? Okay, interesting. Aftermath. I was never a big fan of Aftermath. I thought it was kind of a clusterfuck. I mean, it was just like, I don't know. It was like a bombed out building, and it was just a little too cluttered and crazy for me. I wasn't a big fan. Cargo. I did really, really enjoy Cargo, and Cargo is another one that is the shipment area, I believe, is what it's called in Blackout. And you know, that little area is kind of cool, but there's some areas where you're like, okay, you can tell that this is like a reference to the map from Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 2, and it's like, okay, but like when you go to raid and when you go to firing range, those are two areas that it's like damn near they just plop the map right into Blackout. And some people are even trying to like dog that and say like, oh, it's lazy, they're just taking the maps and putting it in the Blackout Battle Royale map, and I think it's really awesome. Like whenever there's a carbon copy of the map worked into the middle of a Battle Royale map, I think it's amazing. As somebody that's been playing the franchise for years, I love it. Then we have Carrier. I think Vonderhaar even kind of hinted. He's like, there's a lot of ocean out there. There's a lot of water space out there or something. So I would not be surprised at all to see Carrier or Hijacked or potentially both be in the water somewhere on the outskirts of the map. And I was actually talking to somebody on Twitter about this today. I think it'd be really cool because even like Carrier's bigger than Hijacked. Hijacked is pretty tiny. If they put Hijacked on the map and just had it out at sea, I don't think anybody would go out there unless A, they made it, you know, a zombies location where there was a mystery box. You could go out there and, you know, potentially get some good weapons, get the ray gun drop from a zombie. Or B, if they made either carrier or hijacked be some sort of a, like, you remember when Battlefield was big on levolution? If they made it, if they levolutionized the map, in that, say, okay, you've got the map carrier, which if you guys don't know is a big aircraft carrier from Black Ops 2. If that was out in the ocean, maybe it spawned at the north side of the map on I think it's, well, it would have been the west side of the map, right? Or I can't even remember the layout of the Blackout map now, but if it spawned in the water on one side of the map, and then as the game progressed, it would just sail next to the land, you know, not right next to the land, obviously, but it would have to be like, you'd have to be able to get there some way fairly easy enough. But if it was just sailing from one part of the map to the other side, so that way, you know, I don't know, maybe just to add a little bit of interest, I think that would be cool. I think that'd be really, really cool to see. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If there was, you know, a boat on the side of Blackout, a big boat. Now, you got to think hijacked or carrier, the maps. If they incorporated those into the game... Nah, I'm sitting here trying to explain carrier, and I realize that the gameplay that's on screen right now is carrier. So... if they incorporated this into the game, do you think there'd be enough interest of people to go out there? Like, I don't even like going to Nuketown because it's just, you know, once you're out there and you get looted and everything, then you have to make such a trip back to the other side of the map. You know, raid's on the outside of the map, but at least it's landlocked, so you don't have to worry about it as much. I don't know. Let's discuss it in the comments down below. Then you've got Drone. Drone is a pretty fun map. There was one big lane down the middle. There was a lane on the inside through the building that was used somewhat, and then an outside lane. I feel like it was basically just concentrated to that middle lane. It was kind of a weird map how it played out, but I did enjoy it. It could be, you know, in that incorporated in Blackout. Express, I think, could easily be incorporated over where the train yard already is. You know, that was a pretty neat map. Then you got Hijacked. We just talked about that. Meltdown. Great map. There's already kind of some nods to it in Blackout. Overflow was actually a pretty good map. That was the previous gameplay that you guys just watched. Plaza, I feel like could easily just be plopped somewhere into Blackout. That's another night map. And then obviously Raid, we already have. Slums. When I think Black Ops 2 gameplay, I think Slums. I don't know why, if it's just I had a lot of memorable moments there, or if I actually really enjoyed the gameplay on that map that much, and I think it is that. But when I think Black Ops 2, I think Slums, and I think Slums needs to be in Blackout, like, hands down. They just got to do it. They got to figure out a way. And Standoff. Standoff is another one right up there with Slums. Absolutely love the map. Think it would make a lot of sense in Blackout. Turbine, there's already kind of some elements of Turbine in there. I'd like to see more. Yemen, maybe, potentially. And then Nuketown, which obviously we already have, so... yeah, anyways, I just wanted to see what you guys thought. What maps come to your mind immediately? I didn't consider Black Ops 3 because I didn't really play that much game, but Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, those are the maps that I think need to be in Blackout, or should be maybe one day, different map, whatever. Also, while I got you guys here, I just want to let you know that I am starting a Blackout Top 5 Plays series. I'm going to just do the first one for fun, see how it goes. There's going to be a link in the description if you want to submit your clips. It doesn't have to be anything... super specific. It could be a cross-map tomahawk. It could be a crazy clutch for the win. It could just be outplaying a team 1v4. Whatever you think, you know, collateral on one of the quads, whatever. It could be anything. Submit your links down below. I'm going to be making that top 5 Blackout video. You know, I used to do some of those back in the day, and I had a lot of fun with it. And Blackout just really rekindled my love for Call of Duty, and I'm excited. I'm excited to try it out and see if you guys submit enough clips. Maybe we can make it an ongoing series and all that good stuff. So anyways, I love you guys very much. I'll be reading all the comments down below and discussing the things with you guys. Don't forget to check out the description. There's all kinds of links in there to all kinds of things. You click them, magical internet things happen. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next video.